M'a gen assez de l'argent pour me mettre dans plus gros l'école pour payer transport, mais me fait le mieux que me dois faire. Pour moi-même, après bon Dieu éducation en premier.
Growing up in Haiti, the main focus was always education, church, family. Those were the three. My name is Darlene Holland, and I moved to Florida when I was 15 years old. My mom was a single mom, and she always instilled in us that education is the only way out of poverty, so you can become somebody and not have to rely on anyone else. In high school, I got bullied a lot. I didn't talk much, I was very shy, but I had educators who were very supportive. So because of that, I think I want to be that person to my students. The mission, the drive, and it's to encourage and empower young people to say, hey, you can do this. As a triple minority myself, a woman, an immigrant, a Black person, I always talk about representation, and I always talk about kids having role models. But when people think of tech, they are thinking about Steve Jobs, Zuckerberg, but they never talk about Ada Lovelace, who was a pioneer in coding. So our girls are not getting the message that they can be programmers. There was definitely a lot of self-doubt and a lot of imposter syndrome, and how am I going to infiltrate that industry? What piqued my interest in coding was my husband.
When Darlene was in the program, it was definitely difficult. It was a lot of late nights. The thing is because I'm a developer, I spent a lot of time helping her with the homework too.
I chose the University of Miami because it's the University of Miami. The boot camp made me a better student because it forced me to manage my time and to prioritize and to learn quick and to just do everything I have to do. Everything I learned in this program I can use to continue to be a better educator and continue to advocate for equity and continue to empower young girls. We had scheduled time where we had to meet with our career advisor. And so when she received that email, Girls Who Code was looking for an instructor, she said, this is you. You are an educator, you're in STEM, this is you. And it is me.
She clearly had a passion for education. She wanted to keep that. And when the opportunity came along, I was like, this has to be for her. This has to be Darlene.
My hope is that soon we see more girls and more minorities in the STEM field, specifically in computer science.
This summer will be spent in the classroom for dozens of teen girls who want a future in IT.
How about that? Miami-Dade College is hosting a code program to help these teens advance in a very competitive market.
With the work of Girls Who Code, I hope that we close the gap in tech, the gender gap, the minority gap, and that we have more people of color and more women in tech. It's about breaking all the stereotypes. It's not just the gender inequality, it's all of it. It's the racial inequality, it's cultural inequality. When you have a little Haitian girl coming to the US with nothing, and for them to see me and to see what I've accomplished, they can say, wow, I can do that someday. I want my students to know that regardless of what's going on in their lives, regardless of what kind of treatment they're receiving, regardless of their backgrounds, that they can achieve whatever they want to achieve. I think diversity is a wonderful, amazing thing. And when you have diversity, there is more creativity, there are many more ideas. It just makes everything better.